Hey love bugs, welcome to your July 2020 X reading. I hope you're all well and happy and doing amazingly. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for the love and support you bring to Soul Embers through your likes, subscribes, your shares, your views, your comments. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love reading your comments. It helps me connect with your energy, and I use that energy for my future readings. And it really helps me identify where the challenges are in your lives and deliver and channel messages that better align with you, hopefully, right? So thank you. If you're new to Soul Embers, welcome. My name's Andrea. Hello. I hope you find whatever it is that you seek here. If the whole message doesn't resonate, I hope you find something within this reading that does and that you stay for the journey. Everything and anything you need to know on how I go about doing my readings, how energy and timing can be applied, what to do if the message doesn't resonate, and of course the disclaimer. It's all in the description box below. If you really vibe with my style and you find that you can gain benefit out of a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. I specialize in helping those transition in, challenging times, just offering a lot of heavily focusing on guidance and support materials that can really help you shift, that you can utilize to gain the clarity that you need moving forward. So feel free to reach out. I'd love to do a reading for you. Now, I just wanted to show you, I am so freaking excited. I bought a new candle and I bought it specifically for the X readings. It's called Empower. I don't know if you can see that. There's a bit of a reflection, and it's channel confidence, energize, boost, thrive. Orange and bergamot, a zesty blend with sweet orange, energizing bergamot, coconut, soy wax. Scented purpose for amity created. Now inside this there is blue calcite and aquamarine. So I'm really excited, and I've been hanging to light this candle, and I wanted to share it with you. So hopefully I can channel some confidence and bring some confidence to this reading and energize and boost you guys. All right, well, that will be all for now. Let's jump into your X readings, guys. Bye. Okay, Scorpio, what's going on with your ex? What brings you here? Who am I connecting with today? What answers do you seek? What brings you here, Scorpio? What clarity is it that you're looking for? Okay. Scorpio, I'm getting that July brings a realization. There's been a trigger. There's been some sort of a trigger that this ex has set off for you. I'm feeling that there was a time before this ex where you experienced something that was very painful, and it really caused you to shut off an aspect of, let's say, the depth of the love that you have to offer. So what I'm imagining is I'm imagining a pipe. All right, I'll just hold this up just for visual purposes. I'm imagining, let's say, a pipe. And after this event and the hurt that it caused you, you closed it off. You closed off a certain depth to the love that you have to offer. And it's been such a long time since you've tapped into that space that's been closed off or allowed anyone else to tap into it, that you've actually forgotten just how deep your love can run. And I feel that what's happening here with this ex is that there's a sense of sabotage here, where I feel that you were comfortable offering the love and reciprocating, but up until a certain point. And then they threatened to enter this space that you had carefully locked away, and even potentially forgotten what it feels like, how it felt to love at that depth. And they were threatening it. It caused you to feel uncomfortable. It caused you to push them away. It caused resistance. It caused discomfort. You felt unsafe. It made you feel anxious. And so there was almost like your energy completely changed. You withdrew it. And I feel that certain it made a lot of problems arise between the two of you. And while you might think that this relationship ended, situationship ended for reasons, for other reasons, the truth and the heart of the matter, I feel, is because they were threatening to enter that space. And what I'm getting for you, Scorpio, is that this is the trigger that they've set off, the realization that you've carefully tucked away an aspect of your love, the depth of your love, because when it was available and you were willingly giving of it and you got hurt, the trust in yourself was gone. You didn't trust that you know how to work with that space. And you don't trust that someone else knows how to work with that space, right? So let's have a look. What's the message that we have here? What's the message that we have for Scorpio and their ex? So I feel that this separation, may have been due to an argument, may have been due to he said, she said, or they didn't do, or I did, that type of an energy. But on the bottom line, I feel at some point you were feeling threatened and unsafe, and you kind of withdrew, and problems started, and the rest is just the result of that. Flip the energy as you need to, by the way, guys. Okay. Assistance. Wow, this is beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. So what I'm getting here when I look at this card for you is that I'm actually getting that July has this situation was meant to be. You were meant to meet this person, this ex, so that they can act as a trigger, so that they can push through that boundary and push through that that space that you shut off, so that you can remember how deep your love is and your capacity to love. So you can work on that space, look within yourself, work on that space, and start to allow love to flow, to come in, and not sabotage it or push it away when things start to, get a little bit intense, when they start to become a little bit more committed, let's say, where you are required to, apply yourself in a relationship and be responsible in the relationship for someone else's, let's say, to be responsible basically in the relationship. And what I'm getting is that Spirit is saying, it's okay. This has been divinely orchestrated so that you can work through that. You're not the same person that you were back then, Scorpio. You have evolved, you have learnt, you have grown. You now have the strength that is required and the foresight that is required to put boundaries in place so that you never feel the way you did before. It's safe to allow that space to open up so that you can give that love to a different level and receive it as well. We're here to help you. And I feel that when it comes to this ex, this separation is not one that you particularly, want to end completely. I feel that you are considering reconciliation. There are just certain things in the way that need to be worked on separately and individually before you can feel comfortable and safe to come back into union. And there's a discussion. I feel there's going to be a discussion that needs to be had, and it's got to be an honest one from the heart. So July brings an opportunity for you, should you wish to take it, to really reflect on yourself and the aspects of yourself that you are closing off, which is stopping love to come in the way you actually want it. So you may be dreaming of what love looks like, and you may be calling it in, but for some reason it always seems that it reaches a point and then, there's a separation, or you feel that you can't connect with them on that deeper level. They just don't get you, let's say. The thing is that it's required for you to access this space and work with this space so that you can be honest and open and available. All of you being available, that doesn't mean you give of yourself, completely to someone else. It just means that you are available. And I feel that your spirit team is there to help you through this, because it is divinely orchestrated, and it is they want you to receive the love. It's time, Scorpio, and July brings the opportunity for you to work on this. And there may be a discussion had with this ex from the heart, if you're ready. Because I'm not getting that all of the Scorpio I'm reading for today are actually feeling safe enough to be able to allow this to unfold and to work through it at this stage. It might go beyond July, Okay. So what is happening with this ex? How are we feeling? Oh, wow, Scorpio. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to move the cards up a bit because they're not straight and I have issues with that. Oh my gosh. I got to let it go, but I just can't. Okay. So you are definitely very attracted to this person. There's no doubt. You want to take action. You want to make this work. You realize that there are parts of yourself that require your attention, and you want to work through those things. You just don't know how. You can't quite put your finger on it. Where do I start? How do I go about this? How do I bridge the gap between where I am currently to the person I want to be? Allow myself the opportunity to love deeply, allow that love to flow, and then receive it. How do I go about doing that and putting the boundaries that are needed in place so that I don't get hurt again? So this is the trouble that you're having, and that's that push and pull energy that you're feeling. And the message I'm getting from Spirit is, listen to your intuition. Listen to, be honest with yourself. Be really, really honest with yourself. Maybe writing things down could be helpful. Where you feel you're most challenged and lost in, which areas, let's say. And listen to, have that inner dialogue on how you can go about creating a safety net for yourself, where you know that even if you are bit by bit allowing this love to flow and allowing someone to reciprocate, you are still protecting yourself, from the potential of being completely giving yourself over and not holding something for yourself, not keeping those boundaries in place that we talk about that are so needed. And when we talk about boundaries, it's not about boundaries to shut someone out. It's about creating boundaries where you realize that, okay, how does this, a boundary is, how does this make me feel? Does it make me feel happy? What do I need to do to make myself feel happy? Where is my, it is my my happiness, is my responsibility. What do I need to put in place to ensure that I'm happy within myself and my environment? What that immediately does is it creates a boundary, because anything that doesn't align to that will be bounced off. That is a boundary. A boundary isn't about, I'm going to put a wall up so that no one can come in. so that I can stop myself from being hurt. No, that just means you're suppressing it and you're not working through it. Okay? So, anyway, that's just my opinion. Everyone has one, right? You could agree, you could disagree, each to their own. So, yeah, you really want to take action. You really want to win this over. You really want to make this work. You realize that this person is important to you. And you want, I feel you want reconciliation. The Scorpio that I'm connecting with definitely do, but it's going to take some time. And this separation is definitely needed. So you're trying to figure out a way where you can see now how much you've invested and that it's met its capacity, you know. And there's a need for it to take on a different level if you're going to further invest in it. And with this realization comes that feeling of uncertainty, comes that feeling of anxiety, comes that feeling of, am I risking my, you know, is it going to hurt me? Am I at risk of giving and not, of giving of it and not receiving and then getting hurt and going back to a time that I'd rather not go to? Okay, so that's what's happening in July. Meanwhile, the person that you're connecting with, they see you as the one for them. They really, really do. They have a very deep connection to you. They're very attracted to you. They're very inspired by you. They feel that you're very strong-willed, Scorpio. And they just feel a connection that they can't explain. It's one of those things where if someone was to ask them, what is it that you love about Scorpio? They would say, you know what? I can't put my finger on it. They can't, it's one of those things where they can't process it in their headspace, but it's something that they feel and they can't articulate. And they've tried to move away, they've tried to start fresh, they've tried to give this the space that it needs and start, you know, start a new life without you. But I feel that the connection that they feel with you is just so deep, and they want to come in and they want to offer an explanation, is what I'm getting, what they've discovered in the time that they've been away from you, and an opportunity to try something different that might work for both of you. I sense that this person, this ex of yours that you're connecting with, feels that it's touch and go. They say one wrong thing and you may withdraw your energy completely. So should you choose to really start, if this message resonates with you and your story, and should you wish to really start working on this and putting in the time to better understand yourself, as uncomfortable as it may be, as lost as you may feel on that journey of discovering, of rediscovering it, of seeing how now after all this time, what your take is on this space, emotional space that you've shut off, how you feel about it and how you can now allow it to flow. There is clarity that will come to you. You know, by following your intuition, having that inner dialogue, taking inventory, let's say, of your emotions, your feelings and your thoughts. Emotions and feelings, they're two different things, but understanding the differences, understanding what will, how you can use, allow that love to flow, and know that you are safe. There will be some clarity that comes. The divine will guide you. And I feel that nothing will make you happier than coming back to, than having this ex of yours reach out. But they're going to, even though they want to, I feel that they're holding back. They're holding back. Yeah, they're holding back because they're not 100% sure if what they're going to bring you is going to give the stability that they want, or that they're looking for. They're very deeply connected with you, and they want a long-term relationship. They see their future with you, Scorpio. They really do. And they're not expressing that to you now because they believe that you don't reciprocate those feelings. And it's very interesting, but you're both mirroring each other. They're afraid that if they express how they feel, they're going to get deeply hurt. You're afraid if you give of that love, you're going to get hurt. So there is a discussion that needs to take place here. And I feel the divine is pushing both of you to this realization that this is not finished and this discussion needs to take place, so that this brand new beginning can definitely start. You guys will, when you feel comfortable, I'm getting, and you feel that you're in control of your emotions, your energy will shift, and there will be an opportunity to be in contact and have this emotional discussion. And you both will come up with a new way of approaching this situation and move forward. You both want this. But what I'm getting for July is that this is a time where both of you are confused, feeling a little bit lost, both wanting the same thing, but needing to have trust first in yourselves and in the union. For whatever reason, trust that this, whatever the problems are, you can rise above them. And I feel that both of you are afraid of being hurt. And as a result, are withdrawing your energy, and especially your ex is holding back. And so Spirit is coming in to offer this assistance to bring this together, because this was a necessary part of your journey. You needed to experience this so you can work through that space that you've blocked off. You can shift your energy so that you can start to receive love. Let's read the definition from the book before I close this reading off for you, Scorpio. Please let me know if this reading does resonate. I love reading your comments. I love reading your stories. I love knowing what my viewers are experiencing, and I use that energy from those comments. I take it on board for my future readings. I used to respond to all of them. I don't have the time anymore, unfortunately. I wish I did. But if I've liked it, it means I've read it and I've taken your comment on board, and I'm using it, the energy in my future readings. If I haven't liked it, it's not because I don't like you or your comment. It just means I haven't gotten to it yet. So if you see a like, it means I've read it. We all need a little help at one point or another in our lives. Rest assured, help is on the way for you. There is a huge inpouring of divine and angelic assistance coming to you now. This card appears for you today to let you know that your need for help has been acknowledged. Whether you have directly asked for aid or not, the universe is stepping forward on your behalf. This assistance can come in many forms. Sometimes it comes in the form of another person. We do not necessarily have to know them personally for them to influence our lives. Through a series of divinely organized coincidences, a complete stranger can make their way into our personal world, providing the help we so greatly need. At other times, it may be our closest friends who lovingly step forward to assist us. However, we can also experience a sudden shift in circumstances, which occurs for no logical reason. This can happen to certain individuals who may be having difficulty with. Either something energetically shifts in them, or we suddenly understand how we are to deal with that person. No matter how it happens, it is Spirit working in your life. So let this be a fair warning. Help is coming. So don't do something silly such as say no thank you. When help is offered to you, do not let feelings of not being worthy or deserving get in the way. Do not allow your pride or need to be the giver interfere with this divine offering of assistance. You most certainly deserve it. Allow yourself to receive it. Just smile and say thank you. Just as this assistance comes to you, sometime soon Spirit will call on you to provide a loving hand of help to someone else. How beautiful is that? And I feel that you are both needing this time to really be challenged on aspects of your individual lives which have to do with cycles that haven't closed off, and you have come together to help each other through that. And this is a very deep connection for that reason. And Spirit is trying very hard to push you towards these realizations in July so that eventually you can come together and have this conversation, which will allow both of you to take it to the next level with or without each other. However, what I see is that with this realization, with this discussion, what will happen is there will be a brand new opportunity for a new beginning if you want to take it up with a new take, a new level, a new depth. The trust will slowly start to be restored. All right, Scorpio, I hope you found that helpful. Have a fantastic month, and I'll see you for next month's X readings.